What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? All right, let's get to it. All right, what's going on, y'all? All right, we got some pairs moving now. Yes, there's a couple pairs I'm looking at right now. Kind of like how NJ's looking. I like how oil's looking too. But right now, I'm trying to see if it's going to continue to push up. Missed a few entries last night. Kind of like how that's looking. Also watching Euro JPY. Trying to see how it's going to react to this level. Hit the top of the zone and drop down. Waiting to see how it's going to react to this level here. Yeah, so the reason I'm quiet, y'all, is because I'm looking at a few pairs right now. Trying to determine what's the best move. So give me 1 second. Yeah, but I'm looking at the JPY pairs because I do like how they're looking right now. Let's get rid of this because we didn't even take that. That was just a trade idea. So I missed a few buy setups for the JPY pairs yesterday. It looks like they're trying to retrace right now, but most of them are on the 4-hour or daily levels, as we can see here. So right now I'm just watching and waiting because a few of them are looking a little bit different. Euro JPY just dropped underneath the zone. NJ's on top of it. We saw the other JPY pair was on the 4-hour level. So right now I'm just watching them to kind of see if they're going to continue pushing up or if they're going to drop back down. Because we've seen a little bit of both this week. We've seen some sell setups and some buy setups. And right now, we're underneath this strong support resistance level. So I'm waiting right now to see if it's going to try to break through it or if it's going to treat it as resistance. And right now, your GBPJPY is treated as resistance, but it is trying to break back through it. So we're going to see. USD CHF still kind of ranging, but we're going to see if it's going to try to finish the move today. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of these pairs. I'm going to leave the indices alone for now. It's not really where I want them to be at. Just rejected that level. We might can go for a sell here. I kind of like how that's looking. We'll see what the next candlestick looks like. Yeah, oil's doing a nice push up too. So I want to see if it's going to retrace, but it looks like it's trying to stack on top of this. So I'm either going to just enter now. Even if I enter now, it still wouldn't be a terrible risk to reward. But I do like how oil's looking. We might jump into an oil buy in a second. So I do like how it's looking. So let me go ahead and write this up because I do kind of like how oil's looking. Yeah, oil's trying to push up. So the few pairs I'm looking at right now. Yeah, I like how oil's looking. We might jump into that. So I like how GBPJPY is looking, and I like how oil's looking. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm looking at a few. Let's go back to NJ, EJ. Yeah, so I like how EJ is looking. So we're going to see how this candlestick ends, but I do like how this is looking. So we might go for a sell on this. It's going to be a tight stop loss. I'll probably put it above this body right there. So we're going to see how this candlestick ends. GBPJPY 30, I can see dropping a little bit. But we got this 4-hour level right here. So I want to see how it reacts to that level first. But we do see a nice candlestick drop. Yeah, so we might be jumping into some things the next candlestick, the next 15. But I do like how these pairs are looking. So I'm going to write up oil because I do like how oil's looking. And then USD CHF's dropping right now. So we're writing the, we just hit another TP. So we're at 93. 40. So we just had another TP on USD CHF. So it's starting to get to moving now. I called this trade, I believe, in yesterday's live. We only hit TP2 yesterday, but we just hit TP3. So I want to see it finish the move today. That would be nice. There's no crazy major news. I believe there's some orange folders today, but nothing too crazy. So we're going to see if it can finish the move. We are in the middle of the zone. All right, bam. Yeah, that's a nice candlestick right there. So we're still going to be paying attention to the JPY pairs. So it looks like it might be trying to continue its bullish momentum. Yeah. So we might be jumping into some things in a second. I am liking how NJ is looking. I like how oil is looking as well. We're probably going to jump in oil the next 15-minute candlestick. Right now I'm looking to see what other pairs are. Got good setups. Yeah, so we'll be keeping an eye on NJ. Let's see. I got this marked off. Still been patiently waiting for this. Missed this move earlier, so we're going to see if the move's going to continue. So either I want to see if the move's going to continue, or if it retraces, I'm just going to look for a sell at the retracement up here. That's what I'm looking at for GN. So I'm just patiently watching that to see what it's doing. But it looks like the JPY might be trying to continue to push up. So we might let that do its thing. I got this marked off as well. Yeah, so we're going to see what the next 15 looks like for these pairs. But they are in good positions and good setups. So we might be jumping into a few of these in the next 15. I don't know why I have that there. But this just broke this level, which is good. So we're going to see if we can stay above this level and if we can look for another buy entry, because the USD currency pairs have been pumping up nicely this week. So we're going to see if it can stay above this level. And if so, we're going to go for a buy on this. Stop loss, probably put it like right here. That's a decent stop loss. Yeah, so we're going to let that do its thing. Let me see what your 30 is up to. So just hit that level. Yeah, so we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. And we're going to see if we're going to jump into some pairs. Yeah, I kind of like how this is looking. Yeah, so I like how NJ is looking. So the next 15 still supports my analysis. We might jump into a buy for this. All right, so we're going to be paying attention to the New Zealand pairs. NJ. So GN, EN. I'm looking at NJ, oil, and then possibly the indices. So I'm going to be waiting for this next candlestick. We almost hit TP4. We missed by a couple pips. Yeah, but I'm about to write these up because I do like how these are looking. So I'm going to go ahead and post a disclaimer just in case we do jump in things this next 15. But I do like how some of these pairs are looking right now. It's been a great week so far. So far this week, we are currently, here we go. We're currently 13-0 for the week. We went 4-0 yesterday. We caught a total of 15,562 pips. Called this NAS play, call it 15,300 USD CHF, which is this one. We're up 15 pips now. NJ caught 69 pips here on New Zealand. We caught 183 pips. So it's not too bad of a week so far. But yeah, I do like how these are looking. So we're about to write these up. And then in this next 15, we might be jumping into some things. Because I do like how these are looking. Here in New Zealand. New 15 just started. $81. Yeah, so I like how these are looking right here. Yes, I'm looking at 2 charts right now, so that's why I'm quiet. But I do like how these are looking right here. So this is going to be about like a 40, 50 pip stop loss. Yeah, so I do like how NJ is looking. Yeah, so I'm going to jump in NJ. I'm about to post the TPs and stuff in the channel right now. And we're going to see if it can do its thing. All right, so I'm going to post the TPs right now. So give me 1 second. It's got a few walls to break, but I think it can do it. It's got a few walls. All right, bam. So I posted TPs in the channel. So we're going to see if we can hit them. So let's look at these other pairs. Yeah, so I like how this is looking as well. So we're going to jump into this as well. $92.25. So SL for this, I'm looking at 93.10. But I did just jump into this. This is going to be members only play. This stop loss is going to be 93.10 minus 92.25. It's going to be about an 85 pip stop loss. Give me 1 second. I'm looking at oil to, but it's retracing, so I'm gonna let it retrace. Now, out of curiosity, let me see where Euro New Zealand's up to. Euro New Zealand's moving as well. Kind of snuck up on us, so kind of don't like that entry. So we might just stay with GN. That would have been a nice entry to get on as well. But we're not going to jump into too many trades. So now it's retesting this level. So I want to see if we can break through this level. That's what I'm going to be looking at. All right. So TP1 did just get hit for NJ. Just rejecting that level a little bit. But we're going to see if we can keep on pushing. So I'm going to put up the next TP right here. So we're a couple pips away from TP2. Members, I'm about to type the TPs for GN. Give me a second. Okay, so we're a couple pips away from TP2. Let me see, what else was I looking at? I was looking at US30. All right, so it's reacting to that level. We'll see how it reacts to that level, because there is an imbalance on the daily time frame that it could try to fill up. We're going to see. We're going to see. I'm still looking at oil. It's retracing right now, so I'm going to let it retrace. But I am liking how this is looking. So we are going to be jumping in this in a second, most likely. But let me type the TPs up for GM before I forget. Yeah, so I do like how this is looking. So I'm going to put this back on my other screen. I already have the signal written up. I'm just watching it to see how far it's going to retrace. It looks like it might be kind of done retracing. So we might be jumping in this in a second. Yeah, I like how that's looking. So I'm going to keep that on the screen. And let me go ahead and type these TPs up for GN. Let me see. Got a few levels here. All right, cool. So we just said TP1. So anyone on the stream, we just said TP1 for GM. So I'm about to mark off the next TP. All right, bam. Mark that off. Yeah, Ian would have been nice too. But that thing started a little bit earlier. But it's retraced. So we might be able to jump in on that. But I think I'm just going to stick with these two for now. So we got a new 5 minutes. So I want to see what the new 5 minutes is going to look like. This thing did a whole nother retracement here. So this thing is just ranging right now. It's definitely struggling. Every time we hit a TP, it retraces back up to entry. So it's kind of like how GA was. Was it GA or Euro AED? It was one of those pairs. I think last week or earlier this week, where like, whoops, I think that was right there. Where like every time we hit a TP, it would just keep on retracing back up, which does happen sometimes, which is why I post that disclaimer. But let's see. Yeah, so oil retraced nicely. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like because it just did a nice retracement. It's still above this level, so it's most likely just retesting this level. But we're going to find out for sure the next candlestick. So that's why I just wanted to wait. Because we could have jumped in here, but then we would have missed out on a better entry and we'd be in drawdown right now. So that's why it's just always good to just wait if you missed your ideal entry. Because price will retrace at some point. So let me see what EJ is up to. So EJ is still kind of stuck underneath that zone. It's interesting. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. That just did an aggressive drop. Interesting. Because this right here is still looking like a sell setup until it breaks above this level. But NJ is looking like a buy setup. But I like to look at the other JPY pairs just to see what they're doing as well. What else are we looking at? So GN's doing a nice job. I want to see it hit the next TP before the 15 starts. We missed it by a couple pips, so we're going to see if we can hit it. But yeah, that's the only thing. I missed a few trades last night. I'm going to start setting alerts. Matter of fact, let me do that right now. I was just talking to someone yesterday during one of the one-on-one sessions. I was like, I need to start setting alerts. Because it's like as soon as I look away from the charts, that's when the move wants to start. So I'm going to start setting alerts from the levels. That way I don't miss too many trades. Yeah, so we're just going to let these do their thing for right now. We got new 15 starting in about 2 minutes. I'm going to pull up my other screen so I can look at some other pairs. So I wonder what CJ. CJ is dropping. So it's looking completely different from NJ. EJ is trying to push back up as well. Yeah. And that would have been a nice entry. I had that marked off. I should have just entered that, but it's all good. So we're like 2 pips away from hitting TP2 on NJ. It's definitely trying. I wanted to see it get hit before the next 15. We still got a minute to make that happen. So we'll see if it's going to happen. Yeah, it's definitely struggling on that wall. So we might have to wait the next candlestick. Let me see if this hit the second TP. Give me 1 second. No, I missed this by a pip as well. All right, yeah, so we're gonna let these ride out. Still looking at oil. I want to see a green candlestick on oil. It's definitely looking like it's reacting to this level right here. Let me pull it up on my other screen. Did a nice retest. Was at a good entry right now. It's on this level. As long as you can respect this level, and it looks like it is. But I do see a slight wick on this, which is a good sign. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. That's about to pop up in about 5 seconds. And then we're going to go from there. So I'm going to put this on my other screen. I'm going to have the other pairs on my other monitor. And we're going to see what this is looking like. So it's turning green. It's trying. NJ's trying as well. Excuse me. We missed it by like a pip. I do like how this is looking. I'm just waiting for it to become a little bit more green before I jump on it. That's what I want to see. I just want to see it be a little bit more green before I jump on it. Out of curiosity, let me see what GBPJPY is up to. So it just broke this level. The ideal entry would have been right there. So I want to see how this candlestick reacts. Do I even want to mess with this? That's the real question. We're going to see how this candlestick reacts. Yeah, that thing rejected that level hard. Like I said, that was the middle of the zone. My members know what that is. I let them know what that is, so it's not a surprise that happened. But yeah, we're going to be chilling on these pairs right now. Yeah, so just going to let oil retrace. It's going to retrace. Not tripping too much about that. Just going to keep letting it do its thing. Just keeping an eye on it. So we're only in 2 trades right now. I'm still looking at some other pairs, but we're only in 2 trades right now. This thing hit the top of the zone and rejected, which is not a surprise. Let me go into bigger time frames and see something. Yeah, it's definitely struggled to break this level. And last time it hit this level, did a harsh rejection down. And last time it hit this level, we see literally for the past few days and the whole week, it's failed to close above that level. Every time it hits that level, it's rejected. It did a nice retest though. So I want to see if it can break this level and continue the uptrend. That's what I want to see. So I'm patiently going to wait. I don't want to jump in a sell because I want to see if it can break that level and we can go for a buy. But it has been rejecting that level. But I'm not going to really go for a sell until it breaks underneath this level here, to be honest. So I'm still going to let that do its thing for now. Yeah, so it appears they're doing some slight retracements, which is normal. NJ's still kind of chilling at TP1. Oil's retracing, which is fine. It's kind of due for a good retracement. So I'm still going to keep an eye on that. Let me see what GBPJPY is up to. Yeah, GBPJPY is reacting to that level there. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting. Just patiently waiting. There's a few other pairs I was looking at. Wasn't this? Let's see. Yeah, we're about 1 pip away. Let's see if we can hit it. Okay, we just hit TP2 on NJ. So make sure you hit that like button, y'all. Y'all screen should be nice and blue right now. There we go. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't know what just happened. I'm about to restart the stream. Give me 1 second.